nimefail parents wangu juu sasa ndio hiyo mimba niko nayo. So every time I go to bed, hi guys and welcome back to my space where there is something for everyone, a place where you belong. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video, and if you're new here, my name is Shalini Nganji. Please do subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment. Today, before today, I know I've not been consistent. Did I say consistent? I haven't been consistent because I've been busy. You know, I'm a busy girl, I'm a working class. Jokes. But I'm sorry, and I'll try to be more consistent. So today we're gonna be doing my puberty stages experiences. I hope you like this video. You're gonna like it because I'm about to share some embarrassing things over here. So tune in. So to the first development stage. Before we go to my first development stage, pardon my hair. I tried doing my hair on my own and it backward really bad. So nikifanya hivi and then you see some default. Tafadhali jiake. And the rain uko nje. You have to bear with me. So to my first development stage, this development stage goes to like every girl, most of the girls, boobs, my breast development. Yeah, so mine, they started at the age of 9. I was in class 3. Yeah, I was in class 3 and zilianza mapema sana kwangu na zimefika menopause mapema sana, hata si zilifika mapema sana menopause. But anyway, I was so not okay with it. I was bothered. I was so insecure about it. And I didn't want people to actually know this thing zimekuja. Now I wanted baggy clothes. Sweaters za shuleni. But I can't tell my mom to buy for me baggy sweaters. Literally. And I already have fitting clothes and they toshare me. So why buy more? Wastage of money, wastage of resources. So we had to go like that. And you know, my mom's reaction was like, Shalin, hizo vitu zimeanza kumea mapema because you're taking a lot of sausages, bacon, mayai, you have to reduce on all those. And I'm like, I'm mommy, but because I also didn't want these things growing on me, these Lima mountains on me. So I had to actually start cutting off these things, which was not a success because I still was eating them. And the other solution my mom gave me was ati chukua mwiko uko unagonga matiti zitaingia ndani. Shalin nani? Mimi na mwiko nilikuwa nachapa hizi matiti like literally anytime I was free. Hadi nikifanya homework, I think I used to beat these matitis because I really needed them to enter inside because I was so embarrassed. I was like the only girl in my class who had started wearing this stuff. And there was this guy. His name was Ted Thoya Iha. I am saying his name because he knows his behaviors. You know, angekuja kwako na akwambie, haya, Shalin, hizi ni nini naona? What are these? Hizi ni nini zinamea? Aya, umeanza, you know? So I stopped feeling like that after tulifika class 4, class 5 hapo. No, class 4. Nikaona watu wameanza kumea, vitu zimekuwa kubwa kuliliko, and I was like, then I'm good to go. But you know, inafikanga stage you're like, I wish they grew long, I wish they grew, you know, but tumepita a stage and we thank God for giving us such. To the next development stage, we go nigani, periods. Hey, so I started my periods at the age of 12. Yeah, I was in class 6 at that time. And it wasn't the happiest moment in my life, and I was really confused because no one had told me how it starts, how it goes, nini processes, nini. So me, I was just in my bed. I wake up in the morning and all, you know, all this bullshit I broke up. But that day we were going to see someone. You know, it was a family thing. So me, I wake up in the morning, and Naamka asubuhi and I go to the loo and I see some stains and I'm like, okay, kwani nimejikunia na mbele? And I'm like, I am sick because nakunia na mbele. And I'm like, najipanguza and I'm like, okay, it's fine. And I hear some, naenda kukaa chini and I'm watching cartoons and I scare to droplets. And I go to the thing, I don't see blood, I see some brown stain and I'm like, yo, you guys, I'm sick. And I'm so embarrassed to tell my mom that najiharia na mbele. So I just kept quiet, by the way. So in my head, something's like, maybe it's period, maybe it's the menses. And I'm like, no, it can't be the menses. But I'm like, I'm just telling myself it's menses. Because there was a friend of mine, back then, she was in class 5, she got her menses. And she used to say, it's painful. And I was not feeling this pain that she was saying, it's painful. Because she was screaming in the toilet, it's painful. And me, I'm like, fine. I'm not feeling any pain. I'm just seeing things that are not even blood. So, you know what? This science year class 6, they didn't give us details. They just say people start their menstrual flows and they didn't give us details. And I had little education about it. So, you know what? I was like, you just try your sanitary towels. Nah, ikinibi, my emergency was that my mom had bought me. So, if ikiendelea tu hivi, you go tell your mom. So, after a while, I see some blood and I didn't know what time to change. And that time we're going to meet with my family members. So, I'm there with my cousin. She's called Lydia. Shout out to Lydia. So tukapo kwa nyumba and I feel like acha niambie Lydia kitu inafanyika. She's going to help you and help nini Shalin. She's going to help you and what and nini, but I'm like, compose yourself. Kachini, you just keep quiet, you're a girl, you're gonna sort these things out. Imagine nilinyamaza tu hivyo, sikuambia mtu. Hata sikuambia mom. Nilimalizanga tu my day like that. I felt so bad. And pardon my hair because I tried doing my hair. Nimesema hivyo. Yeah, I tried doing my hair na ikakataa. So after a while of nyamazaring is when I came and told my mom because I really needed other towels for my next menses. And I told her, mom, nilianza period. And her reaction was like, siku gani? And I'm like, kitambo wasijui nini. Like, mwana kuniambia, like, mommy was scared nini. Okay, like, these things are normal. Sasa umekuwa msichana nini. Easy vitu za because my mom gave me such a talk. Alikuwa ameniambia juu sasa nimeanza kumea matiti na nimeanza period. Kijana akinishika hivi, like, just like I'm getting pregnant. And that thing just to like iliingia kwa akili. So this time, the same guy called Ted Thoya. Ted Thoya akakuja akanishika mkono. Alikuja akanishika mkono hivi na hakuniachilia, so ananishika hivi, so nasikia kumwambia achana na mimi nitakuwa na mimba. So in my head I'm like, nimefail parents wangu juu sasa ndio hiyo mimba niko nayo. So every time I go to bed, najiangalia kwa kioo and I see my stomach is growing. I used to have some bad hallucinations. So naona tumbo yangu inamea and I'm like, see now I'm getting a baby. My Ted amenipea mimba nini. I don't want to tell my mom Ted alinishika mkono. To my next puberty experience, we're gonna be talking about my crush. Ted Thoya again. I think Ted Thoya is just the the king of this story. Ted Thoya wasn't my crush, yeah, but he had a crush on me. I think so, if that's what logistics told me. Because kuna time tukiwa hapo tu, like in the estate, you know how estate we used to play with people, but sahi tukipatana we can't even say hi. Tutapitana ni kama hatujai juana. you know what, so si kuna boys kuna girls, and boys had that talk, girls had that talk. So during this boys talk, Ted comes clear and tells the boys, ati
Mimi, Charlene, now I'm gonna marry Charlene and we're gonna have 6 kids.
start crying. Ka kuna kitu nachukia na naogopa ni kukatiwa. Yeah, for real, hadi wa leo like naogopa kukatiwa. Mimi tu nasikianga tu roho kama mimi sikukatii, and if I katia you and you katia me back, okay, that's okay, but ukianza tu kunikatia kiholela holela, I always have second thoughts, like sisi this Ted comes tells everyone about how we're gonna get 6 kids, and me, I'm not happy about this, and I'm like, I'm going to kill this Ted. Mimi namuua. And I go to the house and I go take a knife. And I'm like, Charlene, leo unaenda kuua mtu. And you know what knife I took? Yeah, the nail cutter knife. Because I'm the goat.
I'm the goat, man.
Yeah, I took this knife and I put it in my pocket and I went back to Cheza, and I'm like, Najib, I'm behaving so cool because no one can suspect nimebeba kisu kwa mfuko. And then I tell my friend, she's called Elsie, and I'm like, Elsie, mimi naenda kuua Ted juu amesema tunaenda kupata watoto wa 6. And Elsie's like, hapana, relax nini. And you know what, I pull out this knife and I'm like, naenda kuua Ted. And I start running towards Ted, and Ted is running and Elsie is shouting, and then these boys come and hold me and they're like, relax Charlene, kwani hujui jokes nini. I'm like,
no, sitaki Ted, sitaki kupata 6 kids.
well, I was so petty, I was so dramatic. What is wrong with me? Jesus Christ. Sometimes I'm like, hey, what was I doing? Mamangu akiwatch hii video, she'll be like, kwani nilizaa terrorist? Oh my god. Anyway, let me say about my first crush. My first crush was at the age of 11. And this guy was actually so amazing in my head. Like, I really didn't know this guy like nicely because I was so shy. I couldn't even go and talk to him. But you know what it is, eh? I used to go to his class because I had some girlfriends over there. And I just say, like, oh, so that I can go, oh, capice on him. Anyway, so this guy was actually like everyone's crush. Me, I liked him because he had pimples. Other girls liked him because he was light-skinned. I don't have a thing for light-skinned. Lakini Charlene sinapenda kuchoma. So this guy, we didn't like even talk, so I didn't even tell him I had a crush on him. I didn't tell anyone I had a crush on him until like juicy is when I told my friend about him, and my friend is like, pia wewe ulikuwa kwa hiyo category ya wasichana. Aki, she was just there. But you know what? The day that made me feel like, we're meant to be with this guy is when, I used to be the prefect. I used to be the dance entertainer. I used to be in this dance crew. I used to sing. So we were kept as the leaders. Waku dance. And do you know what? Watu wako wana dance vizuri. And the teacher says, Charlene, let's call him Light. Charlene and Light. Apo endeni, apo onyesha vila watu mnafaa kudance. And me and Light, we are there. Hey. And you know what? So me and Light are there dancing in my head. I'm like, even God knows we're supposed to be together. Kijana alihama shule, nikabaki tu hapo na watu walihama shule, nikabaki hapo tu You know what? It is what it is, yeah? To my other stage was makeup. Me and makeup were like water and oil. Hazikuwa zina shikana. So then my first like thing was a mascara. na nilikuwa napaka hiyo mascara ka kila kitu. Mascara ilikuwa eye pencil, mascara ilikuwa lipstick, mascara ilikuwa tu kila kitu yangu. Azin ningepaka huku mascara ungeniona vile hiyo kitu ilikuwa inateremka. Surely, but you know, till today see ati I'm so good in makeup, but at least ninajua some tips. I know some tips on how to do makeup. Yeah. So to my other stage and my last final stage of puberty was my first boyfriend. So I got my first boyfriend at the age of 14. Was I 14? No, at the age of 13. Hey, nasi nimekimbia haraka. And you know, I wish I listened to my mom. My mom is that person anakuambianga kitu unakuja kuregret later and you're like, why did I even do this? And this guy was vibing me. Now, let's not even start saying about vibing. This guy used to hate me. And I used to hate him so much. Maybe by the way nikikuchukia, I will show you. I will show you and I will do chini uone vile nakuchukia. I am such an evil person. So, okay, jana alikuwa ananitukana ka kila siku. Na pia mimi namtukana. We used to fight. Hiyo ni class 7. So class 7 ikiisha, me didn't even say this dalilis. And my best friend that time, she was telling me, oh, you know, this guy likes you. Let's call him Blue. So Blue used to, Blue likes you. I'm like, Blue can't like me because he does nasty stuff to me. And he knows I don't even like him. I don't like him. Simpendi. So your time is when I joined Facebook. Na nikijoin Facebook, he comes and tells me, Ati, I. So I'm like, why is this guy first of all texting me? Because I don't even like him. And I'm like, you what? He tells me, I like you. And I'm like, do you know, mimi sipendi kuambiwa hiyo kitu. Hiyo kitu inanipeanga anxiety ingine hapo. I don't even understand. Mimi naogopa kukatiwa, as I say, don't cut. Ara sijui vile nitaolewa. So he tells me he likes me and I'm like, it cannot. Do you? And me didn't even like him. And he starts telling me about dating and all. And me, I'm not into dating with this guy. I want to get him as my first boyfriend. But you know what? This guy vibed me like for 1 month. And me was there like,
even the church says we're not supposed to be doing this thing at this time, this age, we're so young and all. And
like, no, we're not going to be doing anything, we're just dating and all. And you know what? I said no. Nikafika like on December 25th and I tell this guy,
date only for 2 weeks. Tukirudi shule because you're going to class 8. We need to read, we're gonna break up.
And this guy says, wagwan. So si amesema it's okay and all. Misi tukafika shule, we opened school because ufika tu. And I see this guy and I get so sijui some energy that I really don't want to talk to him. So we didn't talk to him like for 2 weeks. Na pale Brookhouse we used to go for hiking. So tukienda hiking, akaniambia, oh, hi, Nikoma, hi. And then akaniambia, you have a nice watch. And I was like, thank you, you also have a nice watch. And it's like, see to exchange. Hapo ndio mambo kulienda mrama. After we exchange, nilijua hapa hatuachani. Hatuachani. Na hatukuachana. We continued dating and all. We didn't tell anyone. But people were so suspicious because aliacha kuwa such an instance to me. Akaacha tu kunitreat vibaya nini. So people were like, kuna kitu unazolanga tu yenye. Me, I'm like, no. Me and this guy, this Blue, we cannot be something. And I also didn't even tell my best friend. But after I told her, she was like, mimi nimekasirika. Mbona huwezi niambia? Mimi nimekasirika. All in all, shit happened and we broke up. And it led to the next stage. Heartbreak. This guy gave me my first heartbreak, to be honest. Because he believed his friends, the group of guys who told him that I was finessing with some other guy. First of all, I didn't even know what finessing was at that age. Na anakuja kuniambia mawords sijui. So I'm like, and alisema darwa. So me, I was like, what's darwa? Because I didn't even know what darwa was. Basi niko na shida. So this guy is come and tell me, and he tells me it's over. This guy wrote for me a letter. Si a letter, aliniandika kapepa kadogo kamath. Kaniambia imedai, like imedai. And you know, the previous week I was from laughing at my friend. She's called Evelyn. So Evelyn was dating some guy. And then Evelyn comes and tells me, Ati, imagine aliniita kwa shelf. Those of a place we used to put our books. Ati, imagine aliniita kwa shelf. Na akaniambia nini? Imagine aliniambia imedai. I start laughing at her. And you know, my comments are like, is your boy? I'm like, the statements ni funny. So that's the same statement niliachwa nayo, imedai. And I was like, wow. And my friend comes and consoles me, and she's like, she's called Vanessa. She came and she's like, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. COVID, this njama was just planned. This guy who I was actually being darwad with, was saying it's true. Kumbe ni njama walikuwa wamepanga na wasichana wengine ndio to break up with this guy so that this girl can have this guy, but nothing happened. You know what? These are just stupid primary cases that shouldn't even have. I think because imefanyika. This girl didn't even get this guy of mine. You know what? So, members zikaenda and people were talking smack about me and saying, Charlene, anadarwa na nani. So my cubemate over there, my cubemates were 1 in a million, like literally they were just there for you, and they were there to like giving you best advices and all. Shout out to Locks, shout out to Evelyn, and to my cubemates. She passed on, blessing. Like they were just okay, they were just fine. Hao tu ndio walikuwa wananipea encouragement kwa life. And Ida, nimesawaje Ida and Ida. So all in all, truth came, ikajulikana, and the guy comes and tells me, sorry, I didn't know it was Anjama and all, but the guy had confessed that you hadn't done anything. And I'm like, seriously, I was telling you all this, and then this guy has the audacity to come and tell me,
siturudiane.
Charlene nani? Nilirudi and we dated. So tumemaliza class 8, we couldn't see each other because he used to live in Tanzania and I used to live in Kenya, of course. Ikaisha tu, tulikuwa tuna online date until my mom found out and was like, Charlene, imefika point that you want to get married, nitakupakia tu nguo uende Tanzania. And I'm like, mimi sitaki kuolewa hii time. And then she's like, kautaki kuolewa, chukua hiyo nini, mwambie, because we used to communicate using Facebook, mwambie imeisha. And me, I'm there, let me text Blue and tell him imeisha. So see, I tell it's over, and he tells me, okay. This Django has the audacity to say okay, on K, without A and Y. And I'm like, men are nini species, they are very interesting. So zikaisha tu, imagine ilisha hivyo tu, na nili expect aniambie why, nini akaniambia okay, ikaisha, ni sawa. It's okay. So that's all my stages, my puberty stages. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for fikaring here kama umefika hapa. And if you have any experience, any embarrassments, drop it down in the comments below. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Share this video also. Till next time, peace. Peace.
Feeling good, like I should.